Welcome to Szombathely here in Hungary as they welcome Bilbao to the Szombathely Arena here in Severia. And this is history in the making. Szombathely, the first time they've ever made a semi-final of a major European competition. But at the same time, Bilbao trying to do what no other team has ever done and defend the FIBA Euro Cup title. Szombathely are reveling in the underdog tag, appropriate at NCAA time, that the caravan of Szombathely is rolling on and has rolled through the postseason. Big time win over Bosna in the quarterfinal. Lost the second leg, but done the business in the first leg. Bilbao had a massive 33-point advantage over the two legs to make it to this semi-final. Crowd really beginning to build nicely in the arena, and just looking at this game, everything tells you statistically that Bilbao will get the win. They have the stats on their side. Every statistic category they lead Szombathely in, except for three-point shooting. They shoot the ball better than the Spanish team. But this is going to be a game with no pressure on the home team and an opportunity to achieve something quite phenomenal and knock out the holders and make it to the final. Two-legged tie, obviously. We do it again next week in Spain. But at the moment, Szombathely, with the player of the month in the roster, and Zoltan Pearl, they have an opportunity that they are reveling in. Every pundit will give Bilbao the advantage in this game, except for the guys in yellow at the far end of the floor. They will be believing that home court will be their advantage. They can do something that no team has done for the last 13 games in the FIBA Europe Cup and downed Bilbao. Bilbao number one in the scoring stats for this competition, 94 points per game. And they shoot the ball really well, 60% and nearly 40% from three, 60% from two. And they really do know how to share the basketball and get the job done. Going to get into the individual player introductions. Now Bilbao on the road, looking to take another step towards the defense of the title. A roster that still sits ninth in the Liga Endesa in Spain, but in the FIBA Europe Cup haven't lost since the opening night of this competition. And behind the backcourt that has Melvin Panzer as a highlight, with Justin Jaworski really getting it done every week. And the big man, Terje Hiljansson, the Icelandic 2'15". They build it from the inside out and have really put a solid defense of the FIBA Europe Cup title on the floor this season. Well, the home team, well, Zoltan Pearl, obviously the highlight, the player of the month. Over 23 points a game across the two legs that saw them reach this semi-final. And as much as the stats will stand and say there's no way that Szombathely will win, if you look at the recent games, they really have put performances on the floor. And they've shot the ball incredibly well in the first leg. 53% from two, 44% from three, which is where they're going to stay in this game. There is not a guy on the perimeter that this Bilbao team can ignore. And if they move the ball effectively and come up open, they will knock down threes, and that could be crucial. If they could take a lead to Spain, then, well, the caravan could really roll on. Tyler Pedersen has had a season for Szombathely, both in the league and in the FIBA Europe Cup, and he gives a little bit of added since his arrival. Added points, added everything. Averages around 23 minutes a game for this roster since his arrival. Johanovic on the inside has got a crucial role. Got to make sure that he really does take care of business around the ring. He's just going to have that physical presence that's going to be really, really important if they're going to get a result here and a potential win over the two legs. Well, it's this unique facility here in Szombathely with the mural on the end. Really is a unique and gives the home club a little piece of an advantage, and it's an advantage they're going to have to make the most of because Bilbao have looked incredibly strong. Balanced scoring, and it's their defense that really does give them the opportunity to do something that no other team has done. Going to get a look at the starters in a moment, but let's take a look at the third team on the floor, the three officials under the crew chief Andreas Angelogis from Latvia, Josip Jokovic from Croatia, and Venislav Velikov from Bulgaria have the recognition of being given a semi-final of a major European competition. As we always like to emphasize, their teamwork absolutely crucial, and they will have the responsibility of overseeing this first leg. Interesting to see where Szombathely will get the points support for Zoltan Pearl. They really do need others to step up. Much as Avery got to have some responsibility. Head coach Milos Konakov from Szombathely, and he's always going to have it on his CV. First coach to take this program to a semi-final. His counterpart, Juan Ponsnau, is carrying the weight of expectation, and that's always a pressure. They're just flirting at the lower ends of potentially making the playoffs in the Liga Endesa, but their performances in this competition have been exceptional. 94 points a game, as I said earlier on, and the other great stat for any coach is obviously the assists per game. So they knocked down 24 assists. Here's the starting lineup for Szombathely: Benedek and Pedersen in the backcourt. So it's so important for Toro to get things going for him at the power forward spot. He really does have to be a factor in this game. Going the other way, Alex Font in the backcourt with Melvin Pansa. Ilya just shoots the ball for fun. And up front, Kempe and Lanson are a real super 1-2 punch. They really do take care of things around the ring, but offensively, Martin Krampe is a really effective stretch four. Really can stroke the basketball. Got to make him put it on the floor if you're going to make his, or if you're going to reduce his effectiveness. Benedek Ferrari will again have to shoot the three ball. He's one of the guys that really could step in and become a real scoring addition for Szombathely in this lineup. Well, people talk about this being no pressure on the home club, but I don't think that ever really fills the head of a player in this sense. The pressure's always there because it's about the opportunity to make a European final. So few players have that opportunity. The expectation, the weight of expectation isn't there. apart from in that team, they would expect to go out here and perform. Give themselves a chance in the first leg. You can't win it in the first leg, but you can dig a hole for yourself if you come out of this poorly. Well, welcome to Szombathely. Bilbao in the black uniform will have a first look at it in the half court. A lot of action to the ball screen. They ghost it. Again, they come off the pick and roll. Go underneath the screen. The open three is good. And if you go underneath the screen, well, Pansar is just going to knock it down. Time, space, that's all he needed. Szombathely try to move the basketball. Pedersen moves it on. Great pass. Tough one off the glass is good, and one. Well, Pedersen didn't think about it, caught it, powered up through the contact. Will go to the free throw line. Great skip. Saw the seam, leans and gets an angle and kisses it off the window. Tyler Pedersen. Only shooting 40% from the free throw line in this competition. Only played the 2 games, but he's a much better free throw shooter than that. Pansar moves it into the half court. Back cut, super pass. They turn it over though, great rotation. Wide open from the 3-point line is good. Alex Font, one of the Basque players on this roster. Pedersen tries to turn the corner and kicks. Bilbao just extend that defense, make everything hard. Toro moves it on, almost turns it over. In fact, they do on a double touch. Great noise in the arena. Pansar is going to get called for the backcourt, mishandled on the halfway line. Just hesitated around the halfway line. It's one of those no-nos. Just get over the halfway line. Don't debate there. He just mishandled it. Drops it inside, down the lane. Toro goes to work for 2. Nice finish on the drive. And again, turnover, got caught in the end, nowhere to go. Chance in transition. They turn it down as Verratti turns down the open 3, puts it on the floor. Needs a pass, finds one. Lines up the 3, is no good, way off. Helenson gets his first rebound of the night. First of many, probably. Pansar moves it on. Bilbao overload the side. Again, under the screen. 3 is no good. Toro with the great fit. Starts to put some points on the board. That's going to be a huge plus. And gets the extra. And a 2-point lead. Szombathely will settle the nerves down. 2.5 minutes in. Off the glass for 2 is no good. Couldn't get the 2 to go. Did Hilliard. 3 in transition is good, and they are rolling. Great start, great emotion in the gym. 11-6. Benedek Verratti in transition. Helenson catches deep, inside, outside. Wide open for 3 is good. Cannot help off the shooter. And that's that inside 1-2 punch. And Alex Font knocks down the 3. Got a hold away from the basketball. On picks up the personal. Rotations coming in off the Bilbao bench. Petratsek checks in the pole. Does again, gives extra length, extra quality at that spot. Verratti explores it, comes off the pick. Little hesitation, drops it inside. Toro's going to work again, does not get it to drop. They hustle on the glass, and as a team, Pedersen keeps it alive. Verratti turns down, nice skip. Far side of the ring is no good. Toro's just having himself a huge start to the game. Goes to work on the offensive glass. The mid-range 2 is good, and you get rewarded for the hard work. And Szombathely making a statement here in the first quarter, outworking Bilbao. Got a whistle on the play, called on the floor. Will be a sideline possession. The Mali big man, Basala. Bagayoko. Again, they give so much length around the ring. The man's in. It's the best way to describe him. Zoltan Pearl almost single-handedly put Szombathely in this semi-final. Player of the month. Open 3 on the ball reversal is good. And you can see the issue for the defense. If you do step off, you are asking. And in this case, Lazarevich picks up the 3. Great penetration. Pedersen. Well, the answer, were people going to step up and support Zoltan Pearl? They are, which is a great sign for the home club. 15-12, they lead it halfway through the first. Under the screen, they dodge the bullet. Toro comes up with another stat. Gets the defensive rebound this time. Pearl on the perimeter, moves it on. Toro will go back to him. Like really all over the passing lane on Zoltan Pearl. Off the glass with a tough one. In fact, didn't need the glass. Super second effort. And Novakovic found a soft touch. Novyoko outside, moves it on. Wolski. And Szombathely definitely winning this on points in the opening moments. Great second step, far side of the ring, foul called. And Novakovic really big time second step, drew the contact, stayed with the play, gets it up off the glass, and will go to the free throw line. Patrick Whelan and Akos Kellas check in. Again, Whelan, another guy for Szombathely who, if he gets going from the perimeter, it's going to be a tough night for Bilbao in this gym with this emotion. 4:25 to go in quarter one. Novakovic makes the first. Shoots are just under 74% in the FIBA Europe Cup season from the line. And goes 2 for 2. Bilbao will know they're in a basketball game right now. Normantas. Whistle on the play. Officials just make sure they both get the same guy. It's a great example of their teamwork. Normantas penetrates, draws some contact. It's just a case of who they've called. And Keller picks up the personal. Normantas, textbook, strokes the first. Just under 85% from the free throw line. And there you go, this is the second. Zoltan Pearl will advance the basketball. If you're going to deny it, he's going to go and get it. In the half court. Vulcano moves it on. Pearl, little hesitation, kicks it. Whelan can't get it away. They look inside. They have the mismatch they want to go to. They go there. Great recognition. Heads up. High IQ basketball by Szombathely. Opens up the 8-point lead. Obiako inside out. The three is gone, and they are living on the three-point line at the moment. Stretch the floor, try and create the long closeout, and Justin Jaworski gets the three. Pearl wheels, deals, goes with the pass. Babioko just blocks it. Great ring protection. Pearl almost created. Now he's got to go up here. Three on the shot, has to go up with a quick one. Fouled on the floor. Attacks it, knows there's not a lot of time on the clock. And if you leave your hands in there, Petrosek picks up the personal. Marco Filipote checks in. And both coaches going deep in this third quarter. Deep into the bench. Zoltan Pearl on the free throw line. 91% from the free throw line across this Europe Cup season. Has been the leader of this program for a number of seasons, but this every year has just got more and more effective. 2 for 2 from the line, and in spite of the barrage of threes from Bilbao, Szombathely with a 7-point advantage. 23 points, still 3 minutes remain in the first quarter. Turnover, Pearl has it. Oh, nice crossover off the glass, can't get it to go. He wants the interference call, he's not going to get that. Numbers down the floor for Bilbao. Three on the end of the break is good. Jaworski gets his feet set in the corner and just fills it up. Just loving the space. Pearl moves it on. Just shows what an impact Bagayoko can have. Whelan gets his feet set, strokes the three, knocks it down. In rhythm, Patrick Whelan knocks down the three. And the question of was Pearl going to get the support? Emphatically answered in this first quarter so far. Spin off the glass. Great manufacture. Super way to finish the play. Pearl going the other way. Feels the double team, moves it on. Going to have the offensive foul, I believe. Yeah. Akos Keller charged with the personal. Going to hand it off, and there you go. Moves straight in. And takes out Luke Petlasek. Pansar's back in. Pansar has it, will advance the basketball. Ryoko puts it on the floor and kicks. Pansar attacks the space and kick. The open three in the corner is good. Just stroking the ball for fun. Hilliard this time. And they stretch the floor. They drag the defense out. Foul called. Again, Zoltan Pearl draws yet another foul. finds himself back on the free throw line. Bilbao shooting 70% at the moment from the three-point line. Pearl makes the first. And 2 for 2 again from the free throw line. Toro is back after just a phenomenal start to the game for the Puerto Rican. So nice pass, Lianson. That'll be I think that's a Szombathely ball. I think they're going to go with Bilbao. They go inside, Lianson doesn't really collect it cleanly on the out of bounds. Pansar moves it on, Hilliard attacks the space, steps back, moves it on again. Better job defensively of chasing people off the line. Pansar hesitates, shakes, and pulls up for the 2 for smooth finish. And Pearl moves it on. Quick release. Whelan can't get it to drop. Mess is cleared up. Bilbao in transition. Hilliard looks to put it on the floor. Steps back for 3. And the numbers just continue to impress from the three-point line. Just knocking down threes for fun at the moment. Pearl tries to hold for the last shot of the first quarter. Extra pass to the corner, lines it up, puts up the 3, is no good. Great work on the glass. Toro again, they're gonna have to put it up quick. William from deep doesn't get it to go. And the defensive rebound is pulled in by Pansar, and that'll do it. Well, a first half that saw Szombathely with the opportunity to lead by double digits ends with the defending champions with a 29 to 28 point lead, and their performance from the three-point line has just been exceptional. Eight from 11 from deep for Bilbao Basket. And that stat alone has enabled them to retake the lead. They led early, but for most of that quarter, Szombathely started incredibly well. Toro was absolutely incredible at the start of the game. Well, that was the first play of the game as Pansar, as the defense went underneath. But that was an indication of what was to come. Font followed in with a 3 of his own. More balanced scoring from Szombathely. Toro was, again, exceptional performance by the Puerto Rican. Yeah, Toro with 5 points, 5 rebounds already, halfway to a double-double after quarter one. Well, the great story for Szombathely is everybody who came into the game came in really positively. Their offense, 28 points, way above their season average. The trouble is, the defending champions just shut the lights out from the three-point line. Got to make Bilbao put the ball on the floor. If you don't, they're going to just continue to knock down threes. 8 made threes in that first period against only 2 made threes. for Szombathely. When you've got the quality that is Dayran Hilliard on the perimeter, you know you've got points. Szombathely with possession at the start of this second quarter. First leg semi-final action from the FIBA Europe Cup. Andreas Tonades checks in. Pearl moves it on. Quick release on the three is good. Absolute no second thought. Filipopti gets it to go and restores the home club's lead. Pansar gets it into the half court. Lianson outside. They look the guy high-low. Good defensive effort. Reaching foul on the, as the ball was ripped through. Hilliard thinks about it. Takes the ball screen from Lianson. Gets beyond the three-point line. Looks inside. The big man not only sealed his space, but just made a huge hole in the defense. Filipopti picks himself up off the floor, but he was just literally man and boyed on that one. And Lianson just held his space. Body's bouncing off him. Foul was called before he put the shot up. Quick release on the out of bounds is good, and the three-point fest continues for Bilbao. Pearl attacks it in the lane, off the glass, can't get the two to go. Great follow, and Toro outworks everybody again. Stop, pop, fill up the two. Offensively, they've got to find a way here, Szombathely, to try and break the rhythm that Bilbao has. Maybe they're going to have to change it up a little bit defensively. Tough finish is no good. Pansar's going to chase it down. Whistle on the play, and Pearl draws in yet another foul. He is literally a foul magnet. Uses his body so well, reacts so quickly. Whelan moves it on. Toro again has a look at his options. A lot of action away from the ball. Great pass. Levopti off the glass for two. And Szombathely reveling in being the underdog. They're still going at it, still moving the basketball, trying to get good options. Lianson deep, gets the two. Catches in the charge circle. Just, you have to give it up and say that's two. There's another foul. Pansar, I have to say, a little bit agricultural on the push. Pearl's going to ask about the unsportsmanlike foul. Take a look. Yeah, I'm intrigued with the motivation. They're going to ask about upgrading the foul, I assume. So you have the ability to ask about this foul and does it meet the criteria for an unsportsmanlike foul? Doesn't look like a genuine basketball action, but does it meet the criteria? The only 3 people in the gym are at the, well, 2 of them at the table. Unnecessary, regardless of what decision they make here. Unnecessary because everybody was back. Pansar just, looks like he just wanted to make a little statement. So the crew chief, Mr. Rogers, is the official with the headphones on, and here we get the answer. Well, the crowd are not happy, but they were never going to be happy unless there was the unsportsmanlike call. Puts a marker down, if nothing else. I think it's always various reasons to have the challenge. Tonadez will inbound the basketball. Whelan will get free. Almost gets his pocket. Burl on the curl, doesn't get it to go on this. Just the challenge on the shot. The ring protection is just exceptional. Wide open on the end of the break. Yorski just knocks down the 3. Unbelievable. Just a phenomenal start from the 3-point line in this first half from Bilbao. Pearl. Now, there'll be plenty of statisticians who'll say they cannot shoot this well for the whole game. But who knows? Toro tries to go to work, needs a pass, goes up, doesn't hit anything. That'll be a violation. Benedict Verratti checks back in. Off the ball screen, Hilanson gets deep, is fouled on the way up. We'll have to go to the free throw line. Well, Bilbao, 14 minutes, 13 and some time, 13 minutes into this semi-final. Defending champions have 30 points from the 3-point line, 10 from 13. It's been not only a demonstration of how to shoot the ball, but how to move the basketball. Hilanson misses the first. The great thing for Szombathely, down 4 against a team that's shooting 10 from 13 from the 3-point line. You've got to believe that you're in the game. Bagayoko checks back in. They are so long defensively, Bilbao. A lot of ring protection. Just over 6:40 to go. Pedersen has it. Gets it into the half court. Balls knocked away. Toro fouls in transition. Pearl getting a little frustrated, to say the least. But Bilbao will target. Bilbao's defense will try and wear you down. And obviously Pearl's going to know over these 2 legs that if he wants to repeat the heroics of the quarterfinal, he's going to have to work hard for it. And so will advance the basketball. 40-35 to the good, Bilbao. Looks to turn the corner, skips it. The extra pass, again, open 3 is good. Just push the play and record button on that phrase. The 11th 3-pointer. Jarolski. Again, the closeout was too long. And on the back of that three-point shooting demonstration, they've now opened up to an 8-point lead. They trailed 8 halfway through the first. They're now up 8. And the ability to shoot the ball, exceptional. Szombathely are going to have to find some answers here. Offensively, they've done very well, incredibly well at times. But defensively, whatever the strategy is, whatever the rules are, at the moment Bilbao are just getting open look after open look. Ball movement is good, a lot of inside outside, and the defense has got to stay at home, especially one pass away. Cannot look to there. You can't look to drop into the keyway. As a team, they cannot lose the spacing defensively. Cannot drop into the keyway against this team at the moment. This will come down to how the team has scouted this game. How much do they respect the three-point shot? Well, 11 from 14 is where they are at the moment, Bilbao. I mean, they've across the season shot 38.8% from the three-point line in the FIBA Europe Cup. So they're obviously way ahead of that. Vulcano gives it up. Pearl looks to turn the corner. Inside, outside. The open three from Verratti is no good. Dangerous time here for Szombathely. They've dried up a little bit offensively against a team that is still hot from the perimeter. Upstairs for the throwdown. And Bakayoko loved every second of it. Licked his lips, saw the opportunity, saw the drive lane, and just exploded. 10-point game. And followed the turnover. Pearl's going to sit. Pedersen will check in. Interesting decisions here from coaching-wise here. Do you stay with what the scouts said, that they're going to shoot 40% from the three-point line, and you believe that they will not carry on at this rate, and then just make sure you rebound? And yet another open three, that's off. Defensive rebound, chance to run. Pedersen needs a pass. Hasn't got one, there he has. And Bilbao's transition, excellent. Great pass. Super cut by Bognar. Really did move as the ball moved, got higher on the defense, gets the defense on his back. No need to panic if you're a Szombathely fan. They've just missed a three, Bilbao. But on missing a three, what do? You bring your best three-point shooter back into the game. And Dayran Hilliard checks back in. Verratti tries to get an angle on the screen. That's defensive effort. It's tremendous. Verratti goes up, is blocked. Just lined him up, almost caught it on the block. Chance to run the other way. Hilliard off the glass, doesn't get it to go. Bakayoko cleans up the mess and knocks down the two. Bakayoko ran the floor better than anybody. 12-point lead for the defending champions. And there they have just relentlessly worn down Szombathely. Little mishandle. That's going to be a blocking foul on Bakayoko. Akos Keller tried to get to the middle. Bilbao again in the penalty. They won't whine. They share their pressure out, so they know they're going to pick up fouls. And then you weigh up. Do you want to go a little softer? And the answer to that is that's not the way they play. Keller on the free throw line. Bangs one against the glass. Shoots under 60% across this FIBA Europe Cup season. 57% from the free throw line. And they have been stuck on 35 for a long time. Bilbao trying to push home the advantage. Hilliard would advance the basketball. Again, why not take the three? This one's off. Babiako can't get it. Defensive rebound. Pedersen has a chance to run. Numbers down the floor. Berardi backs out. Hilliard just defended the ring so well. Inside touch. Spins to the baseline. Bognar goes up, gets the two, and they desperately need to get off 35. Just get it back to single digits. Get into the locker room. Just regroup. You're only at quarter time on the tie. And Hilliard with the fancy footwork gets fouled on the spin. Hilliard on the free throw line. .76% across the FIBA Europe Cup season. Makes the first. Cannot complete both, and the ball will go back to Szombathely. Spend some time with the basketball. Get a shot you want. But now hands it off. Drops it inside. Off the glass. Keller for two is good. Of course, Keller with a nice move to the far side of the ring. Gets it back to single digits. Pansar will advance it. Hilliard again just challenges the defense. Moves it on. Gets it back again. Straight and to the defense. Bond hits Pansar. Two on the possession, has to go with the left hand, doesn't get it to drop. What a rebound. What a great effort on the glass by Energia. In the lane for two is no good. Defensive rebound, and they get a stop. Chance to eat into this lead again. And the more times they make Bilbao put the ball on the floor, the more they get into this. Oh, again the block. Szyle this time. So much ring protection. Pansar is fouled as he came off the ball screen. Will go to the free throw line. Poor foul, poor decision by Pedersen. In the penalty, send Pansar to the free throw line. Although Pansar only shoots 66% across the season. The Swedish international had a really effective Eurobasket in 2025. As Sweden made the second round of a Eurobasket for the first time in a very, very long time. Tsar makes the first, re-establishes the double-digit lead. 2 from 2 for the Swede from the line. Pedersen. Goes upstairs, they overthrew it. Keller can't get it to go. 2-on-1 break, just make the right decision. That's the right decision, give it to Hilliard, he gets the two. And Szombathely will take the timeout with 1:58 to go in the half. They down 13. In a hole right now. Got to start digging their way out of it. get into the half in single digits and then try and build into the second half. Bilbao as not as hot from the three-point line, but still their defensive effort is exceptional. Well, they're led by as many as 8 in that first half, in the first quarter, in fact. Still shooting over 50% from 2. They're down at around 38% for 3, but they are still looking at a team the other way, shooting 63, 64% and 69% from 2 and 3 respectively. They have just been phenomenal with the basketball. Doesn't matter who has come off the Bilbao bench. They've literally knocked down shots. 52-39, high scoring first half. Szombathely have got to find a way to slow down Bilbao. Inside, outside, puts it on the floor. Keller with a nice finish. Across Keller. Pansar needs a pass, finds a pass. Better defense on the closeout as Arejevic tried to get to the middle. Gonna call a reaching foul. Jaworski just to slice through the defense. The screen comes and the defense tries to show hard, which leaves the gap. And Keller's got to stay with the ball. So much better than that. Muradi just trying to get an explanation. Well, Bilbao looked like a team on a mission. 53 points in the first half. Shooting the ball incredibly well. And on cue, they missed a free throw. 12-point game. Down the lane, second step, big step, off the glass is no good for Novakovic. And Bilbao just relentlessly come down the floor again. Pansar gets it into the half court. Wide open, ball reversal, open three and knockdown. Petrosek didn't even move, he just stayed still. The defense rotated out of the line of the pass. And that's too easy, 56-41. It's been an unbelievable exhibition of shooting the basketball. Keller from the three-point line, answers with 3 of his own. Bilbao will take the timeout. Because Keller cuts it to a 12-point lead. Offense is not the problem for Szombathely. The problem is the quality of Bilbao's offense. It's one of those moments that if you're on that Bilbao bench, you don't want halftime to happen. You couldn't have played any better at the offensive end than this. Sure, you've given up 44 points yourselves. And that's that little, apart from that little dry spell in the early in the second quarter, that really did was the undoing of Szombathely in this first half. You're going to go into the locker room and you're going to be worried you're going to come out of that locker room and you just lost that feel, that touch. Momentum is definitely with the Spanish club. Szombathely get a stop. and have enough time to potentially get it down to a 9 or a 10-point game, they'll walk into the locker room, they're still in the game. As well as Bilbao play, statistically, they cannot maintain 63%, 65% rather, from the three-point line. So, 26 seconds, Bilbao will try and use as much of this shot clock as they possibly can. Pansar has it. Both teams in the penalty do not want to foul. Here are the down screen. Looks to use the ball screen and attack it. Get the switch, got the angle. 4 on the clock, going to have to put it up. Hilliard is not going to get it away. And Szombathely have 1.8 seconds to try and get a shot. They take Jurowski out. Do not want to have a crazy foul with 2.6 seconds on the clock. Enough time, plenty of time to get a shot here. Szombathely, Pedersen looks long, gets it in. They're going to have to go from the halfway line. And do not get it away. And the story of the first half that sees Bilbao on the road with a 56-44 advantage at the half. The defending champions taking a huge step towards another final. But plenty of time left in this one for Szombathely to close it up. And don't forget, obviously a two-legged game. You just want to give yourself an opportunity in that second leg. Just a tremendous performance by Bilbao from the three-point line. Shooting over 70% on the half, 70.5%. Szombathely have been good, shooting over 40% from the three-point line. Over 50% from two, but they're going up against 63 and 70% from the three-point line. So the coaching staff are going to have to talk this one through. Do they just rely on the fact that they won't shoot as well in the second half? Or are they going to have to mix it up a little bit? They've definitely got to chase Bilbao off the three-point line. The offense that Szombathely is putting on the floor is more than enough to keep them competitive in the game. But Bilbao have every inch a team that's unbeaten, 13 straight games, only lost on game day 1 of the FIBA Europe Cup this year. They look like a team that is en route to try and defend its title. A lot of time, a lot of action still to come here from Szombathely, the Schaeffer Arena. They're going to have to mix it up defensively. If they do, and they get a little run, and they get back into this in the third, then this home crowd will get behind them, and the dream is still alive. They've got to stop that. Open threes, feet set, and their help too far away, closeouts too long. Hilliard's been exceptional. The ring protection has been exceptional from whoever's been in the game for Bilbao. Almost the perfect half. Szombathely still in the game. We're going to take a break. And we'll be back for the second half of this first leg shortly. Will Szombathely get back in this? Will they give themselves a chance in that second leg? Or will Bilbao try to put this tie to bed in this first leg? A big win on the road would leave a mountain to climb for Szombathely. They do not want to do that. They've got to get back in this. We'll take a break now and we'll see you shortly for more action from this in the second half. We'll see you soon. Well, welcome back to Szombathely. Both teams back on the floor. Got a great shot at that mural at the end of this gym. And let's not be critical here of Szombathely. They started the game really well, led early, still ended up with 44 points at the half. But the story really, as much as anything else, Zoltan 0 from the floor, only 4 points from the free-throw line. And Bilbao just overplayed, denied, bumped, and made sure that he was not going to get into that rhythm. But once he's in, it's so tough to get him out of. That effort at the defensive end, plus their ability from the three-point line, 70% they shot in that first half from beyond the arc. And they have given themselves a huge advantage at the halftime. Hilliard has 11. Tremendous performance here. Borowski has 10. Scorers across the roster. Everybody, 11 players have seen playing time, and they have just got contributions from every single one of the guys hitting the floor. It's a task, let's just put it that way, it's a huge task for the home club to get back in this. No need to panic, no need to start to rush. They've got plenty of time to get back into the game. And the question is there going to be another quarter? There's 3 more quarters in this game. This whole second half here and the return leg in Bilbao. In a half of basketball, are Bilbao going to shoot 70% from the three-point line again? Well, if the answer to that is you believe no, then stay with your plan, stay with how you're going to work back into the game, and give yourself an opportunity. They shoot less than 40%, Bilbao, across the FIBA Europe Cup season. So while everybody knows the quality of the team, can they shoot this well again? And you've got to believe no. So there's more than enough reasons for Szombathely to be able to get back in this game. And they do not have to win it at home here, but they really have to make sure they do not end up in a huge first leg deficit. Get back in the game in the third quarter, try to get it into single digits, try and work during the fourth quarter to give yourself a chance in the second leg. It's only a 12-point game against a team that is literally has shot the lights out from the three-point line. What they also showed, though, Bilbao, towards the end of that quarter was their ability to attack the space behind the defender, get into that mid-range area, and share the ball and score from there too. So it's a tough ask, but you're in the semi-final of the FIBA Europe Cup. It's going to be a tough ask. So plenty of time, plenty of opportunity. Can Szombathely take it? Can they keep chasing Bilbao off the three-point line? Can they make them get deeper into the shot clock? Because 56 points is just too many. In whichever way you look at it, in whatever language, whatever analysis, 56 points is too many points. They need to keep them under 40 to have any chance of getting back in to try and win this first leg. If they can get them under 40, then they'll be in the game when they take this tie back to Bilbao. So Bilbao on their way out. Just to remind you, no team has ever successfully defended the FIBA Europe Cup title. Zoltan and Benedek Berardi in the backcourt for Szombathely. Novakovic completes that perimeter lineup, and Bilbao will have the basketball at the start of the third. Pensar. moves it on. We're going to go under the screen still on Pansar. Great little give and go. Hilliard bounces off his thigh, will go out of bounds. So perfect start for Szombathely. Get the stop, get the turnover. We'll have an opportunity to advance the basketball. Verratti gets it into the half court. Toro got a whistle. And Zoltan Pearl is getting a physical workout here. Physicality on Pearl on every opportunity. In the sandwich that time, defense didn't switch, they just stand and it became a Pearl sandwich. Not for 1 second suggesting anything is untoward. It's just a great physical effort defensively. Now he gets it. He's had to work so hard. That's a reaching foul. Lazarevic just did not give him an inch. Pearl worked hard, got open. And Lazarevic follows him again. Pearl on the perimeter. Nice pass. Oh, what a block. Elonson stayed active. Looked to help on the first penetration and then got active on the recovery. Little kickball. 14-second reset. Verratti has it on the baseline. Toro just curls to be the receiver and hands it off. Here's Verratti. Elonson with a hard show. And he attacks the space. Toro on the inside for 2. Can't get it to drop. And the defense just makes you play at a pace you don't want to play. Pansar looking like he's already in the scenario of managing a game here. Elonson on the inside, has it knocked away, just about hangs on. The 3 is good. Wow, wow, wow. Krampa with the 3. Picks up where they left off. Pearl takes the ball screen, then attacks Elonson. Far side of the ring for 2. Opens his account from the field to go with his free throws in the first half. That's going to give him some confidence. Hilliard is off with a 3. Toro clears up the mess. Szombathely with an opportunity to eat into the margin. Pearl moves it on. Quick 3 is way off. Elonson just cleans up the mess, cleans up the rubbish on the glass. Pansar will advance it. Just about beats the 8 count. Hilliard rips through, goes to the lane, left hand for 2. Quick is an understatement. Just caught it, ripped it, and went. Looks what he is, just a quality player. Right, he drops it to Toro, who somehow tries to go behind the back. Bilbao with an opportunity to run. Numbers down the floor. And Saar for 2, blows it. Whistle on the play. Dangerous moments here. 15-point game with 2 to come. Cannot get into a 20-point margin in the third quarter. Have to work their way back through this. Pansar makes the first. Remains perfect from the free throw line this evening. Got to get the crowd back involved here. Pearl comes off the ball screen, goes again with a second move. Puts up a tough one. Defense just going after him. 3-on-2 break. Pansar, nowhere to go, throws it away. For any of you youngsters watching, that's why your coach will tell you not to jump pass. 3-on-2, all you have to do is give it up. Left the floor, nowhere to go. Comes down and travels. Bilbao bring in. Jaworski, 16 points a game in this Europe Cup season. Pearl in the lane for 2 is good. Great curl. Read the defense, getting chased. Starting to find some rhythm. His team desperately need him, but this is the end. It's got to happen. Got to get stops. Well, they get the offensive foul. Every little piece will help. Jaworski's going to be charged with that one. Pearl gets it, moves it on. Whole physicality, gotta love it. Pearl steps back, mid-range 2. Offensive ball by Toro, can't put the offensive rebound back. Did so well to get to the glass. Upstairs, and they throw it and miss it. Chance to go the other way. They've got to take opportunity here now. Whistle on the play. Pearl back on the free throw line as Akos Keller checks in. Pearl becoming a factor. Six to go in the third. Pearl on the free throw line. Trying to make this a 13-point game, which he does. Bilbao slowing down here, slowing the tempo down. They want to spend time with the basketball, do not want to give Szombathely the opportunity to get anywhere back in this. Great drive, super finish and a great recognition. Easy 2 for Normantas. Quick answer going the other way. And Pearl beginning to roll. Normantas again. Inside, outside. The open 3 is good. There's that replay again. Gui gets the 3. Everybody off that Bilbao bench has come in and shot the 3 ball really well. Pearl's got going. Now he has it stripped. And Tass is foul. Will have to earn it on the free throw line. They are still relentless in their defensive effort on Zoltan Pearl. Margulis Normantas makes the first. It's eking back out to a 17-point lead right now. And they are relentless in their execution as well. Benedek Verratti gets it into the half court. Pearl has it all over him, reaching for the basketball, making play. Verratti turns down the screen, gets a little separation. Nice pass, baseline, thrown down. All about the work by Verratti, with the great finish by Novakovic. Bilbao looking in rhythm. Mantas just gets his feet set for three. And it doesn't matter what Szombathely do down the other end. They keep ticking the scoreboard over, but the three-point barrage just continues. Pearl to the wing. On the inside for two is no good. Comes up short from Bognar. And here come Bilbao again. Just absolutely relentless. Another three is good. Well, it doesn't do it justice. Raining three. No, it's not. It's absolutely a torrential downpour. Bilbao knocking threes down for fun. Timeout for Szombathely. "16 threes from 22 attempts is just unbelievable at this level. For Bilbao to come out and do this on the road is just an amazing performance. "48 three-point points. They simply have been unable to contain and close out against this team. Bilbao have just been exceptional. Great example of it. Penetrate, make the whole defense collapse. And they've increased the lead to a 22-point margin, even though Szombathely have been ticking the scoreboard over themselves. Going to need a great effort here just to keep this competitive. That's where their mindset's got to be. Get back in the game. It's a 20-10 quarter. On fire. Just on fire. Again, the effort defensively. The open three is no good. Tremendous closeout. Put so much pressure on Novakovic. Ball movement exceptional. Great baseline screen. Feet set for three. He's way short. Put that one down. As Font doesn't hit anything from the three-point line. Blocking foul and one. Great push. No one stops the basketball. Romantis is fouled, is blocking on the penetration. And Pedersen finds himself on the free throw line. Patrick Whelan checks back in. When he came in the first half, his team are up. When he comes in the second half, down 20. It's a different game. Bilbao have just been relentless so far. Pedersen needs to tick the scoreboard over. Comes up short with the extra. Pensar into the half court, moves it on. Jaworski came off the stagger, doesn't get. Silla wants it underneath. Somehow gets hold of it. Comes up with a left-hand hook. Doesn't get it to drop. Pedersen has it ripped off. Jaworski for the three is no good. Silla's all over the offensive glass. Super effort by him. So on top of just the execution, their physical effort is a different level. Jaworski, nice pass. Foul on the play. Execution again out the top draw. Krampel was just super timing coming off the back screen. Gets to the far side, goes to the long side on the inbound. Finds himself on the free throw line. makes the first, re-establishes the 20-plus lead, and can only go 1 for 2. Whelan comes down with the rebound. Got to find some momentum from somewhere. Whelan off the down screen, looks at his options. Pedersen with the handoff. Whelan with the flare, puts it on the floor, steps back for the tough two. Doesn't get it to go. Keller's all over the glass, but Pensar cleans up the mess. Orchestrating, Pensar attacks it, finds the seam, is fouled, will go to the free throw line. It's a little bit textbook-like here. Szombathely have to extend the defense, have to contest the three-point line. Therefore, there's not as much help, and they're doing a great job recognizing that. Bilbao getting to the ring. Substitution for the Spanish club, and Stefan Lazarevich checks in. Melvin Pensar. First miss of the night from the free throw line. It's a friendly roll. Last 2 minutes of this third quarter. A 22-point game. Szombathely have to find a way, get it under 20. Work from there. Pedersen tries to create a little space, picks it up, moves it on. Oh, nice show of the basketball. And one. Super work, super decision. Szombathely again has come off the bench and again makes the positive impact, the Hungarian national team player. Got to complete the three-point play though. Fakes the handoff, takes the contact, gets the finish. Can't complete the three-point play, cannot get it under 20. Hilliard moves it on. Lazarevich tries to work to the lane, goes up over Whelan for two, is way short. And Szombathely get the stop. Chance to get this under 20. Pedersen will advance it. And Des moves it on. Pedersen in the lane, goes with a tough runner, doesn't get it to drop. Numbers down the floor, they're going to move it. Want to take some time with it. Pensar brings it out. They try and space the floor. Hilliard down the lane, goes strong. Little finger roll for two is no good. Keller comes down with a defensive rebound. Des going up. Gets a little stutter as he stops and turns it straight back over. If you're in a hole, you've got to stop digging. The travel is not the place, is not the thing you need at that point. And here come Bilbao again. Pensar again attacks it down the lane and kicks. The open three is no good, and they dodge that bullet as they just couldn't get it to drop. And Szombathely will hold for the last shot of the quarter. Could get them under 20. Des tries to get a little space, goes off the glass and goes early. 5 seconds for Bilbao to get a shot away. Pensar, little runner, doesn't get it to go. And if you're hanging on for any positivity, Szombathely cut it to under 20, 78-60. They trail at home in the first leg of this semi-final of the FIBA Europe Cup. Is that the point they get some momentum? Is that the point they can build from? The 22-16 quarter, it was 20-10 a few minutes ago, so they've got some positives going into the fourth. But Bilbao still, remarkable performance. Trailed 8 early in the first quarter and are still shooting 64% from the three-point line. Just remarkable from the three-point line. And whenever they need it, that's where they go. Zoltan Pearl found ways to get himself going in that third quarter. He's going to have a huge fourth quarter if his team are going to get back in this. At this point, it's what is back in this. Don't forget, it's a two-legged tie, so they'd love to be in single digits at the end of the tie. They'd love to go in to the second leg with some momentum. They've had a dip in recent weeks. They went 3 games. They were losing 3-game streak, including the second leg loss to Bosnia in the quarterfinal of this competition. But then ended that with a win at the weekend. First time all year they've lost 3 games in a row. They thought winning at the weekend was a real fillip that they needed ahead of this. But at the moment, Bilbao has just been a different level. So, final quarter. SZOM checks back in for Bilbao. It's almost been, the rotations has been immaterial. They've been as effective whoever has been on the floor. So after cutting it to 18, Szombathely will have the basketball at the start of the fourth quarter. Mantas is still trying to get it done defensively. Pedersen gets it into the half court. Whelan puts it on the floor, looks to attack the seam and moves it on. Pedersen, great defense by Bilbao. Just everybody was kept in front. Tough finish, super tough finish by Tonodez. And the last Tonodez just stayed with the play. What a finish though. Mantas has the basketball. Song gets it deep, gets it too deep. Far side of the ring, can't get the finish. Whelan brings it down. Dez for the 3 is no good. Great work on the glass. Whelan wants, Whelan gets, drops it inside. Pedersen with the finish, flows it over the ring. They just cannot afford. They're going to call that offensive. Great stand. Patrick Whelan draws the offensive foul. Martin Kemble was just out of control. Whelan puts his body on the line for the team. Nine minutes for Szombathely to work their way back into this. 78-62 with the basketball. Dez goes back to Pedersen, opens up the seam, drops it inside. Keller, far side of the ring, can't finish. Pedersen with the offensive rebound, no reset. They take the 3, count it. Crowd in it, that's all they need. A little bit of momentum from the crowd. And Marco Filipowski just strokes another 3. As close as they've been in a very long time, back to a 13-point game. It's just got to be possession by possession right now. Bilbao trying to manage the situation. Hilliard down the lane for 2, doesn't get it to drop. Another stop. Whelan in transition is fouled. Lazarevic takes one for the team. It was always going to be a little run. How much can Szombathely make of that run? Tonodez gets it in. Pedersen looks to go high. Filipowski will move it back to Pedersen. He wants to play in some space, doesn't want the ball screen. Whelan in the lane, drops it off. Keller with the step back, 2 is no good. They just need to be perfect to get back into this. Great defensive effort again by Bilbao. Drive pass, SZOM for 2. That's a great pass. Reward the big man for running the floor. Reward the big man for the great role. Here, SZOM with the 2. They are just, or tonight, they are just a very, very good basketball team. Playing like a defending champion. Hilanson gets the extra. Puts it on the floor, far side of the ring, over Hilanson. What a rebound, super work on the glass. Pedersen just about gets it away. Mess cleaned up. Got to get good shots, got to keep this momentum going. Hilanson on the baseline, creates a little space. They're going to call that blocking. Not really sure what Keller could have done. Hilanson in the air though, got to have space to land. Yeah, Keller moving in the direction of Hilanson, so it has to be a blocking foul. Would have been a painful bang to the forehead. Hilanson completes the second. Back out to 18. Have to stop this little reply here by Bilbao. Wheeling off the curl, takes the ball screen, going the other way. Needs a pass. Hernandez, 5 on the possession. Stops, gonna put it up. Whelan with the quick 3, gets it to drop. Catch, shoot, release, and a little bit of string music for Patrick Whelan. All about stops now. Hilanson with the offensive rebound, moves it on. Normantas doesn't need a second invitation. Ball will stay with Bilbao. Great effort on the glass. Szombathely bench believe people coming over the back, but deep three's no good. Great effort again on the glass. Jaworski can't get it, but the effort was there still. 6 minutes to go, 15-point game. Hernandez needs it, moves it on, step back from the three-point line. Whistle on the play. Zoltan Pearl draws yet another foul. Is it going to be a 2 or a 3, I think? Ooh, not sure if he towed the line or not. No, Mantas charged with the personal. Timeout. Time running out for the home club. They've kept it under 20. It's 15 points. They have free throws to come. It'll be back to 13, but they need to get over that hump of double digits if they're going to put themselves in a competitive position for the second leg. Got to be at the defensive end. If they can get stops, get points in transition, that's going to make life a lot easier. As soon as you get into a half-court game, Bilbao key on Zoltan Pearl, then life becomes a little difficult, then the ball slows up. Here's the replay of the tough move by Andreas Tonón. Whelan at the bottom of the shot clock knocks down the 3. So there's so many good signs here for Szombathely, but Bilbao just relentless in their execution. Pearl on the 3-throw line. Chance to cut this to 12. 6 to go. Win the last 6 minutes. Get it under the double-digit margin. Give yourself an opportunity. Pearl makes the throw, the third one. 12-point game. And a little bit of extended pressure. Again, trying to make Bilbao do something a little different. Jaworski, don't leave him wide open. He misses the 3, dodged the bullet. Great work. Lazarevich on the offensive glass is going to draw the contact. You force the miss. The start now, Bilbao are beginning to start to cool down from the 3-point line. You have to get the defensive rebound. You had the numbers on the glass, Szombathely. Have to get the defensive rebound. 5:50, 12-point game. Babayoko dives, doesn't see it. Jaworski penetrates, wraps it. Babayoko can't finish the play. Gets his own rebound again, though. Far side of the ring, and they still can't secure the rebound. It's a great effort on the glass. They've been making shots all game, Bilbao. And now they've missed, they're starting to miss stuff, but they are going so hard to the glass. 5:30 in the fourth. They go long out of bounds. Chance again, this time they clean up the defensive rebound. Velopti goes up, Whelan for 2 is good. We're looking at a 10-point basketball game, and you've got crowd in the game right now. Drops it inside. Lazarevich tries to get a little space. Turns around, that's a flop, gets the 2, super finish. Physicality becoming a factor, the referees want to talk about it. At some point, there was going to be at some point they were going to be a little uptight with the physicality being put on the floor by Bilbao. I think it's absolutely, the defense has been exceptional. It's got to be able to deal with that. The referee's done a pretty decent job at actually controlling this. Pedersen moves it into the half court. Pearl. This is Zoltan Pearl time. Verratti misses the 2. They cannot dry up right now. 4:30 to go. Lazarevich in the block, fills the double team. Nowhere to go. They're going to call the foul. Whelan digging at the basketball, charged with the personal. End-line possession, that'll be, is that the 3rd or the 4th team foul? Looks like the 3rd. It's almost you have him where they don't reach right now because the offense has the problem. Bilbao. Szombathely have to be smart right now. Do not want anything simple for Bilbao. Jaworski comes off the ball screen, wraps it inside. Babayoko with a throwdown. Great ball movement. 16-point game. Sorry, 14-point game. Szombathely have to do some work again. Pearl creates a little space. Go on baseline. In the lane. Great second step and one. Super finish. Chance to cut it to 11. Still trying to keep this Szombathely postseason run alive. Chance to make this an 11-point game. Well, a 90% free throw shooter misses one when he least to afford to. And Sar out top. We'll let Bilbao run their half court. Yoko goes deep, wide open. They miss him, but he finds so much space for the offensive rebound. I don't know if he's has to put up the three. Defensive rebound pulled in. Great work on the glass as Bognar comes down with a defensive rebound. Pearl has it. Attacks the space. There's a foul called. Azarevich will be charged with the personal. He wants the hipping action. And Szombathely will go to the free throw line. He'll go to the free throw line again to make this 10. No, Mantas is going to check back in, as is Hilliard, to close this one out. It's a two-shot foul. I don't think there's anything apart from that. Bognar makes the first. To stop Bognar. Really does rotate in for some quality minutes. Well, he only goes 1 for 2. Still at 11. The tie is definitely alive at this point. Hilliard goes back to Pansar. Bilbao again trying to manage the game. Yoko with the ball screen. He pops. Using every second. Pansar steps back for 3. Knocks it down. Well, he started the game with a step back 3. He may have just taken all the air out of the gym. Pearl down the lane, floater, does get the drop for 2. Zoltan Pearl. And Pansar again. Bilbao just trying to close this out. Pansar. Stopping the score would be ideal for Szombathely right now. Under 10 on the possession. Moves it on. Mid-range, not Mantas for 2 is good. And all that patience, you cannot give the mid-range wide open look to anybody, let alone Mantas. Pearl stops, fires up the 3, doesn't get the drop to go. Great rebound by Pansar. Pushes 2-on-1 break. Oh, finish. He's going to call offensive. He's going to clear out on the glass, on the drive as Kremple just I think a 2 is going to count. Need to score on this possession. Pedersen. They've worked their way back into this game. They were down 20 plus. Find themselves down 14 at the last 2 minutes. The tough foul line jumper is no good. Great work on the rebound, but cleared up by Henson. 4-on-3 break. They just got to find the open man. Hilliard. Defensive transition is good. Pansar is fouled. You can't treat this like end of game. This is not. This is just end of first half. Novakovic with the unnecessary foul will send Bilbao to the free throw line. It's really difficult for players to look at it in that way. But it's 92-78. At the moment, the tie is just about alive. So they do not need to foul, do not need to send Bilbao to the free throw line. Desperately trying to keep the tie alive, Szombathely here. And Sa makes the second. Need to win the last minute and 40. Pedersen will advance the basketball. Difficult mentality situation for Szombathely. Pedersen comes off the ball screen, gets Son. Looks to, could have attacked him. Toro tries to wheel and deal, but can't get the two to go. And that'll go out of bounds. Hilanson release the pressure, comes high. Hillar wide open in the corner. That underlines a huge first leg performance. Daran Hilliard has done what he's done all game and knocked down an open three. He goes on to 16 personal. And it's back out to 18. We talked about Szombathely having to win the last minute 40. Bilbao are just trying to put this tie away at the end of the first leg. Well, Lazarevic has had a big impact on this. Really nice performance by the Serb. 20 minutes of playing time. He only has the 5 points, but he's been really impressive at the defensive end in particular. Pearl will inbound. Looks to turn the corner, moves it on. Three is no good. Work on the glass. Pearl, feet set from the three-point line. Simply has to go and does. They're still breathing. Hansar, again, just orchestrating. Puts it on the floor, tries to attack the seam. Goes inside, Hilanson. Gets deep. Goes with the left hand, is short. Defensive rebound pulled in, chance to go the other way. Pearl has it. In the lane. Open three on the transition is no good. Hilanson, great effort by Toro. Pearl doesn't get it to drop. And they're going to call an unsportsmanlike foul. Let's take a look. Here's the open three. And the unsportsmanlike foul called on Novakovic. Yep, makes the first. And makes both, goes to 18 personal. And timeout called. I mean, this is entirely Bilbao trying to put the game away. They want to finish this. They want a 20-point margin if they can. So Bilbao will come out, 8.5 seconds remain before we get to half time of the tie. Bilbao will inbound, no Mantas. Almost knocks Hilliard with the lean away, doesn't get it to go. Still time to get the shot away. Blocked and finished. End of game, ends up with a big block for Bilbao. I don't think the officials have called a foul, or have they? But called as the final result. No whistle on the last play. And the defending champions, Surne Bilbao, have come to Falco, Vulcano, Szombathely, and come away with a 98-81 win. Huge performance by the defending champions. Every aspect of the game tremendously put together. Nothing better than the way they shot the three ball. Just a tremendous performance. Ended up pretty much 53% from the three-point line. And that was on a bit of a dip as the fourth quarter developed. "18 made threes for Bilbao in that 98 points. We talked about it a lot before the game. Statistically, they were favourites to win the game. They pretty much played to their level statistically and some from the three-point line. The 58% from the 54% rather from the three-point line, absolutely key. Szombathely really did put a performance in. They dried up a little in the third quarter, and that really was their undoing. But as we said right from the top of the game, would they get enough support for Pearl? And the answer ultimately was no. I mean, Pearl had 22 points, only had 4 at the half, had an 18-point second half. And only Pedopopti got into double digits from the points, in the points column. And he just needs a little bit more help than that if they're going to make it to the top table and a final game. Well, it's going to be a mountain to climb. in the second leg. But will Bilbao shoot 55% from the three-point line? You've got to hope not if you're a Szombathely fan. Will other people get into double digits? Well, if those two things happen, who knows? They have been the underdog throughout the postseason, and they are definitely the underdog going into the second leg. But that's just a quality performance by Bilbao. From the three-point line, exceptional, but their defense, Pearl had 22 points, but I don't think he's had to work as hard as he worked for those 22. Damage done in the first half when it came to Zoltan Pearl's contribution. Only 4 points at the half, all from the free throw line. And everybody in a black uniform made a positive contribution in the points column. Everybody shot the ball really, really well. And they are now just one home leg away from an opportunity to repeat in the FIBA Europe Cup, which is what no one has ever done before. And they are really rolling in this competition. 14th straight win. Haven't lost since game day 1. But you have to say, Szombathely showed they could be competitive. They were unable to be competitive for 40 minutes. They just kept on coming, Bilbao. So Hilliard, 18 in the end, was really productive, incredibly so. Zoltan Pearl, 22 points on the game, 18 in the second half. Just needs a little bit of support from different spots. But a great opening performance by Szombathely. The postseason is not over for them yet. They're just going to have to come out of a miracle. But as we all know, in this situation, they get some momentum in that game. And will Bilbao's fragility, as they've shown in Liga Endesa at times, so it's been a tremendous, absolute tremendous performance by Bilbao on the road. Huge step towards defending their FIBA Europe Cup title. We're going to leave you with these highlights. Tune in next week for the second leg to see if Szombathely can keep this postseason going with what is almost a miracle if they can get a win next week. But for now, from Szombathely, I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been a good one. We will see you next week for the second leg. Bye for now.